Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for how to start selling on the Walmart marketplace. When you sell products online, you want to get them in front as many people as possible. And the good news is you don't have to rely strictly on your website to do so. There are other platforms such as Walmart Marketplace that allow you to get more exposure and more sales. And as you branch out beyond your Constant Contact website and start selling in different locations, managing your inventory and orders across multiple platforms can start to actually become a headache. Of course, more sales is a good problem to have, and we believe that no matter the number of marketplaces or web stores that you sell on, you should be able to do it without a headache. That's why I'm excited to have you join me and our guest experts from Walmart Marketplace and Ecom-Dash by Constant Contact to discuss the benefits of selling on Walmart Marketplace. We're also going to cover how to get started on selling on Walmart Marketplace. And then we'll show you how to manage your product listings with Ecom-Dash by Constant Contact. My name is Dave Charest, and I'm the Director of Content Marketing here at Constant Contact, and I'll be your moderator today. And I'm joined by Nick Moglaski, the CEO of Ecom-Dash by Constant Contact, and Alicia DeFinis, Associate Director, Channel Partnerships and Business. Welcome to you both, guys. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Really excited to get into the meat of here today. But before we really get into it, Nick, I was wondering, before I pass it off to Alicia to walk us through Walmart Marketplace, since Ecom-Dash is actually new to the Constant Contact family, would you mind telling us a little bit about it and explaining it to the folks here on the line today?
Sure, happy to. Hi, everyone. My name's Nick. So Ecom-Dash is a software as a service platform, and we essentially connect to all the popular shopping carts that you're familiar with and all the popular marketplaces, as well as shipping providers and even your online accounting systems. And we essentially act as a centralized system of record to manage all your inventory syncing, your product listings, the routing of all your orders. We're essentially doing the plumbing for running a multi-channel e-commerce business. And as Dave mentioned, we've been part of the Constant Contact family since last fall. So we're extremely excited to have this opportunity. And we've been a partner of Walmart for years now. And so really exciting to kind of see all of us kind of come together and kind of bring this offering to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nick. Appreciate that. Alicia, I'm really excited to hear about Walmart Marketplace and what that can offer. So what I'm going to do is pass off control here to Alicia so you can take us through here. So hold on one second. And Alicia, over to you.
Great. Let me just get this teed up for you guys. And it should pop up here to show in just a second. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Thank you so much for that intro and for having me here today. I'm super excited to be here. As Nick mentioned, Walmart, we've been partners with Ecom-Dash for a long time. We're really excited about growing our partnerships and enabling our sellers in different ways. And growing our partnership with Constant Contact is definitely one of those ways. So really, as you guys already have a little bit of a recap, and you're probably familiar with Walmart from the brand and the retailer standpoint, but I would love to just give you guys a little bit more information about what we're up to, how we're growing, and how the marketplace plays into that growth that we're experiencing, and how you can join and really contribute, reach more customers, and have the ability to delight our customers and grow your business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the kind of growth that we're experiencing. So, a lot of people know about Walmart, and Walmart.com has been a growth engine, Walmart e-commerce over the last couple of years, and we've been really proud about the consistency that we've been delivering for our customers. So 19 quarters of positive comp. So Really seeing the strong trajectory there. 35% year-over-year growth consistently over the last 3 years. And we're reaching 110 million unique monthly visitors every month. Now, with the impact of COVID-19 and what we're experiencing right now, it's been more like a holiday type peak or holiday type surge that's been sustained over time. So really exciting time for Walmart e-commerce and a really exciting time to join the portfolio. So omni-channel is really the direction that we're taking and how we think this business grows in the right way. And what I say by that, I feel like that word probably gets used a lot, probably gets thrown around a lot, but we are the retailer that can do in-store experience really, really well. And then also utilize our e-commerce to amplify growth. So we have the ability for people to shop in store, to go pick up items that they purchased online at store. Our e-commerce services sellers and customers in the way that they need to access products. So getting things shipped really fast, having 2-day delivery, having next day delivery as an option has become really important, and the environment has dictated the need to accelerate there. And then also we have the ability to do free and easy returns, in that you can buy something online and return it to your store, something that our customers really enjoy and appreciate. We've also done a lot of work to really improve the ability to shop with ease on our site. So improved the curation, improved the site experience, improved the search ability. So for you to be able to come to the site, type within the search bar, find things that you want and need, and then also the ability to shop around and be served up things that are pertinent to you and that are products that you know and love, or products that you maybe are new to you that we know that you would like or would like to explore more about. So want to give you a little bit more information on who's shopping with us. And I think this is a question for a lot of small to medium businesses as you're looking to diversify. Where is the appropriate place to be, and where do you want to go to reach the customers that you're trying to find, or to get new customers? So I think probably people are not surprised to know that homeowners shop on Walmart.com, or families with children shop on Walmart.com. The kind of the fabric of the Walmart brand is it breeds a little bit of that understanding. But I think a lot of people are surprised to know that we've captured the high to medium household income or demographic, and also I think most notably the millennials, which a lot of people have spent a lot of money trying to capture the buying power of this specific group. And millennials are shopping on Walmart.com, the group ages 23 to 38, and they have a lot of buying power and really enjoy our shopping experience, which is why, again, we think this is a great place to diversify and add in another opportunity for a new sales channel. So want to talk a little bit about Walmart Marketplace and how we're different from some other marketplaces that maybe you are selling on, or that you've considered diversifying to. So we are unique. We are, selective by design. We kind of have taken a stance where we don't believe that we need millions and millions of sellers to get the right experience for our customers, to get the product assortment that we need to delight customers. We believe that by truly partnering with the right number of sellers and the right professional sellers who have the products that we need to fill assortment gaps and the ability to provide best-in-class customer service, and that their products are authentic, and we are making sure that they're coming in through the right channels, we believe that that is the way to success, and the type of success that Walmart.com is looking to achieve, and the way that we're looking to grow. So a couple more things about that. It makes it so that as a seller, you can come onto the platform and have a little bit more confidence that you're not going to be, undercut by counterfeit products, or there's not going to be practices that are going on, like things that have been experienced in other marketplaces, like ASIN hijacking or black hat type of actions. We're really doing a good job of making sure we're partnering with the right type of sellers and allowing them to grow. We also aren't looking to nickel and dime and monetize every single piece of this. We have no item setup fees. We have no monthly fees. There's just the revenue share for the items that sell. So really low risk to test this out and get started. And we want to be a place where people can come, sell with confidence, help grow their business, and ultimately that helps us to delight more customers when they come to Walmart.com and they can get the products that they know and love and the products that they need and try something else new or try something that maybe they saw on Instagram or saw in another place, but be able to purchase it all together at once. That's the type of shopping experience that we're trying to create. And that's what helps us get more customers to return. And we've been seeing a huge uptick in the number of people downloading our shopping apps. It's really important that we delight those customers and make the experience great so that they keep coming back. Some of the things that we've kind of committed to during this very unique time during COVID-19 is, again, we want to treat our sellers like partners, and we understand that this pandemic has had a lot of effects on businesses. The number of workers maybe in your warehouse has been greatly reduced. And so we've been working really closely and listening to our sellers to understand how we can better service them. So one of the things that we've done is increased visibility for marketplace products via a change to our algorithm for buy box, so that the marketplace is really having the ability to come up in search results and fill any gaps where we are out of stock. And then also we've worked with the sellers to extend some of our policies, give them a longer ship window. We've temporarily relaxed our order defect rate policies and made it easier to function as a business during this really unique time. And we've also temporarily extended our return dispute window, which we know is another piece that can be really tough and really challenging for our sellers to navigate. So we, again, really want to work with you guys to make sure that you're rewarded for everything that you're doing to help our customers during this time. So a little bit more about qualifications and who we're looking to partner with. So we are looking for companies that have a W-9 who are paying taxes in the US. We are looking for companies who are domestic and have the ability to ship domestically within the US. We also are looking for companies that have UPC codes. We also want companies that are going to be willing to be competitive with pricing. So when I say that, I don't mean, we need the bottom of the barrel. What I'm saying is we want to be competitive versus other sites and make sure that we're providing an everyday low cost type of experience for our customers. But Walmart has a really diverse customer base who are shopping for a wide variety of products. Most people are really surprised to know that, we have a thriving Rolex business on Walmart.com, and we've sold Hermes handbags on Walmart.com. So there definitely is, we have grown the amount and the assortment and the demand on the site, but we just want to make sure the pricing is competitive. And we are looking for people who are going to be able to ship fast, who have their own warehouses, and are providing that first class customer service that we know our customers know and love. And then a couple other pieces here. So I think in the chat window now, there should be a link to our co-branded application page with ecomdash. We, if that's not there right now, it will be coming out in an email as a follow-up to this. And really that brings you into a prioritized queue. So you can apply, sign your contract, register for your Seller Center account, begin onboarding your products. All of this you can also partner with ecomdash to accelerate your speed to coming to Walmart.com and to diversifying to other platforms as well. And then you have the ability to go live and start reaching our customers. I'm going to quickly go through a couple of the other key parts that really help people have success on Walmart.com, and just to give you a little bit more insight into what we're up to. But from the 2-day standpoint, customers have been conditioned to receive their products quickly. Luckily, during this time, everyone's working through some unique challenges, and customers have been a little bit more understanding and accepting of a longer window, but we still want to strive to get products out and to our customers as quickly as possible. So the 2-day program for sellers is hugely impactful for that. And it also helps sellers because it brings your products up higher in search results. You have more ability to win the buy box when you're utilizing 2 days. And in many cases, a lot of you are already shipping super fast. So we want to make sure that you're getting all of the benefits when you're doing that of having these tags and seeing the acceleration that brings. Walmart Fulfillment Services is another program that we launched this year. And initially, we've been focused on our existing seller base to get them into the Walmart Fulfillment Services program as they want to join. And that's, again, another piece just to talk about how we treat our existing sellers, and we treat our sellers like partners. We really wanted to make sure that all the existing sellers that wanted to participate in the program kind of had the first option to opt in. And now we are going to begin in the very near future to bringing in net new sellers coming in to Walmart Fulfillment Services as well, which is a really exciting development. We have sponsored products, which allows you to reach more shoppers, increase your visibility, and drive conversion, which has been another really successful program that we've implemented. And then free and easy returns. So again, people want to just know that they have the flexibility to return things and that it's going to be simple for them. And that, I think kind of goes across most e-commerce, but we also are participating in that and know it's very important to our customer base. And then with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hand things over to Nick so that he can talk a little bit about utilizing Ecom-Dash's services to have success selling on Walmart Marketplace.
Thanks, Felicia. You can go to the next slide, please. So I wanted to tell everyone a little bit about kind of how Econ-Dash specifically works with Walmart. As I mentioned before, we are a software as a service platform, and you can really think of us as an integrator between all of your different online channels that you're selling on. And so we are syncing your inventory and really keeping accurate counts to avoid overselling. I mean, the number one most important thing is your brand reputation when you're selling online. So let's say you're selling something from your Constant Contact store or maybe your Shopify site, and you sell 50 of something. We are then in essentially real time then going to your Walmart account and any other account maybe you sell on Etsy or other marketplaces as well, and reducing your inventory by that same amount so you're not overselling any items. And we get really deep when it comes to just inventory management. When it comes to, for example, let's say you're selling, a bat, a baseball, and a mitt together as one bundled item. Well, we do have to reduce the inventory of each of those individual items as well. So we support serialized inventory. Let's say you're making, handmade jewelry, for example. We can kind of track all your raw material costs and tell you how much you're selling it for, and your profit margin and all those sorts of things. But let's say you are selling on Walmart and an order comes in. When that order comes in on Walmart, we are automatically checking your Walmart account in real time for any orders, and then we are routing those orders to the appropriate fulfillment center. And really, we're just routing the order data. So who bought the item, everything that's included in that order. Once the order is physically picked, packed, and shipped out to the customer who bought the item, we are then grabbing the shipping and tracking information, and we are routing that back to Walmart. So whenever you get those, everyone I'm sure shops online, whenever you get those emails saying, hey, your item's been shipped, we're moving all that data behind the scenes. So when you're doing dozens or hundreds or thousands of orders a month, all that is automated by our technology. In addition to that, we are able to help you with all of your listings. So let's say you are selling a bunch of stuff on your Constant Contact store today. We are able to take all your listings and push those listings to Walmart. So the item, the description, your images, we're able to save you a lot of time versus having to manually key in all that information. We are a full service solution provider, so you can handle all of your Walmart, both US and Canada based account needs, all within the ecomdash account. So whether it's refunds, returns, whatnot, you can handle everything. And lastly here, we mentioned that we do have a partnership with Deliver, who is part of Walmart's fulfillment services program, where you can get pre-approved access to a really fast shipping program where you can kind of do the 1 day, 2 day delivery through the partnership that Walmart has with Deliver, and we are also integrated with Deliver to kind of make it all kind of come together. Next slide, Alicia. And really kind of how we work with Constant Contact. I know some of you may not be familiar with ecomdash since we're relatively new to the Constant Contact family, but we can connect to your Constant Contact store in the same way that we connect to your Walmart store to really kind of keep your product quantities updated. Let's say that today you sell on Walmart, where we would be able to pull in all your Walmart products, all your listings, and then push those listings out to your new Constant Contact store. Or again, maybe you have you want to create a WooCommerce store or a Shopify store. We're really acting as the centralized, system of record, and really the hub with all your spokes from an online perspective that you're integrating with. You can also manage all of your shipping operations. So if you want to print shipping labels or packing slips or pick lists, let's say you have your own warehouse, or let's just say you're fulfilling, let's say your third bedroom or your basement is your warehouse, you're able to do all that printing of the labels directly from within ecomdash. We integrate with DHL, with FedEx, with UPS, with stamps.com, with ShipStation, with all the major shipping providers. And then lastly, you are able to import customers from your various e-commerce sales channels into Constant Contact. So let's say you wanted to import, customers that you're getting from Walmart or you're getting from, another marketplace. We're able to pull those customers in, and then you're able to create email marketing lists within Constant Contact, and obviously then you're able to reach out to those customers directly from within your Constant Contact account. So yeah, it's pretty robust, and we're really excited. We have thousands of customers that we're servicing. We've processed over $2 billion in e-commerce sales orders, and we have over 50 different e-commerce integrations on our platform. And obviously Walmart is one of our most trusted partners, and really by far I would say Walmart is really the #1 marketplace that we've seen an uptick in the past 2 to 3 years, where customers are starting to sell more and more on. So with that, I will turn it back over to you, Alicia.
Thanks so much. So yeah, I really just want to encourage you guys to think about, your e-commerce footprint and your ability to reach a different pool of customers or more customers, and to think about, partnering with us and joining the Walmart family. We will have an email going out with the application to bring you into that prioritized feed for this webinar. And I would love to turn it over just to have questions and see what I can do to answer some questions for you guys.
Excellent. Thank you both so much, Nick and Alicia. That was some great information there on Walmart Marketplace. Really appreciate that, and on ecomdash as well. So yeah, we have a great amount of questions coming in that I want to get to here. Before we do that, I just want to make sure that one, if we could just share that link to the Walmart Marketplace one more time for folks to get that priority queue in there. And then also, if we wouldn't mind sharing a link to ecomdash with our special offer for Constant Contact folks there, just so people can check that out if they have any information. And this will be in the email follow-up as well, as Alicia mentioned. So as I mentioned, a lot of great questions coming through. One of the first one here comes from Michelle, and I've seen this come up a couple of times just in terms of the types of products, but do you accept digital products, Alicia, on Walmart Marketplace?
So we are not accepting digital products or services at this time. We do plan to roll out services later this year. So keep checking back for an update on that.
Excellent. I have a question here from Julie regarding what is the Walmart's referral fee based in here?
Yeah, so it depends on your product, which is similar to other marketplaces as well. It goes as low as 6%, which I believe is for personal computers, and then goes up to as much as 20% in the jewelry category. We do have all of this listed on our seller help page that gives you like specifically what category, our fashion category is 15%. But if you have a specific category you'd like to look into, I would recommend going to the Walmart Marketplace Seller Help, and you can just Google it and say referral fee, and it'll pop right up.
Excellent. A question here from Janice. Is this an invitation to sell process?
Yes. So we are prioritizing essentially the people who attend and utilize this co-branded application will come into a queue, but we do vet all of our applicants. So you'll be vetted, the application's vetted by our trust and safety team. And then we also are vetting just to make sure that this is, the products are what you say they are, they come through the right channels, and that you'll be in a prioritized queue, but there is no guarantee that it is the right fit or that the trust and safety screen will come back as
Excellent.
approved.
Excellent. One question that I see come up, because we do have some folks joining us from other parts of the world, and one of the questions was, I know you mentioned during the presentation that we were speaking strictly to US customers, but somebody is asking specifically about Canada. Are there any options for folks in other countries?
So to
Or
sell
Canada
on the
specifically?
Yeah, to sell on the US marketplace, you need to have a W-9 or a W-8 ECI. And if you have one of those two tax forms, you can apply and be evaluated. But and you also have to have the ability to ship domestically from a US warehouse. So those are the two things that we do require. We used to just accept the W-9. Now we will accept specifically a W-8 ECI.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Similar to our digital products questions, do you do any work with like experiential services? This is a question from Toby, or is it still strictly merchandise at that point?
I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. I do have my associate Sid on the line as well. Do you happen to know the answer to that?
Hi, Alicia. Yes. Currently, we don't offer any experiential products or digital products at the time. I think, as you mentioned, we're looking to do that in the future, but right now we're not set up to do that.
Excellent. Thank you, Sid. What is the cost associated with the 2-day program?
Sid, you want to take that one as well?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Alicia. So the 2-day program is set up in a couple of different ways. So it's designed so that there's no additional cost for sellers. So basically what we do is that there's a couple of different options. As Nick mentioned, we're also partnered with Deliver. So sellers can either fulfill themselves, they can work with a solution provider or 3PL such as Deliver, or they can look at any other options that they want themselves. They can also choose to put as much or as little inventory as they'd like, and they can turn on shipping for areas that they're already shipping to within 2 days. So for example, if your warehouse is based out of the New Jersey area or the Southern California Long Beach area, what you'd want to do is to enable 2-day shipping for the regions close to that. So these are areas that you can get to within 2 days ground shipping on FedEx, UPS, and USPS. So what that does is that it gives you additional visibility on our site. Items that have 2-day shipping get priority in our search algorithm, and it's also what our customers are looking for. So it's to your benefit to enable 2-day for the areas that you can, and you'll get the additional boost from that. We've seen as much as a 40% lift for the same item over last year, and we're continuing to see those trends as well. We're also enabling other new programs. We just launched a 3-day fulfillment option, and we're working towards next day as well. So as customers expect faster delivery, these are some options that you can take advantage of to do much better on the platform. And there's more information available on the site on these various different programs.
Awesome. Thank you, Sid. Question here for Nick. In terms of Ecom-Dash, Nick, are there, so the question is, knowing it manages the inventory, can you also set up your business on different marketplaces from ecomdash?
No, the short answer is no. So when you set up your Econ-Dash account, we take you through an onboarding process, and really the first step of that onboarding process is to integrate all your different online channels. So for example, if you wanted to add Walmart, you would have to add your Walmart credentials, and then that would enable us to connect to Walmart on your behalf. And then obviously you would do that for any, for Etsy or Shopify or Constant Contact Store or QuickBooks Online or any other channel that you want to integrate with. We have links, like Alicia said, like an application page. It's a co-branded application page with Ecom-Dash and Walmart, where they will know you're coming from Ecom-Dash. But each platform, you have to sign up for an account based on that platform. Obviously, there's confidential information and whatnot that you would only share with them that we wouldn't be privy to. So, but yeah, you can't set it up directly from within Ecom-Dash.
Gotcha. Thank you, Nick. So here's just another question on the W-9 or W-8. So the question from Rhonda is, what if you don't have a W-9 or W-8? She's saying, I currently sell books on another platform and want to sell on Walmart.com. Would I work through WFS? I'm not sure what that is, and I don't know if maybe that makes sense to you.
Yeah, so unfortunately, if you don't have a W-9 or a W-8 ECI, we are not accepting sellers without those currently because of just the ability to vet them and to secure the domestic, also having the ability to ship domestically within the US. WFS is not available as an option, and so I would say maybe look at the ability to get a W-8 is probably your best option.
Gotcha. Thank you. Here's a question from Kurt. And so this is actually an interesting question. Is this a viable option for a real estate agent? How would that work?
I would say that's probably falls into the services category. So
Yeah.
it's not a great option right now.
Gotcha. Question here from Nicole. What if some of our products appear to already be sold on Walmart.com through third parties or diverters? If we, the brand, are not currently selling on the platform, the question is really, do we report them? Will that affect us if we get up and running on the platform? How would somebody deal with a situation like that?
Yeah, so I mean, we welcome brand owners to come on board as a seller. We will not, if someone, unless they're engaged in fraudulent activity, counterfeit activity, would we take action against a seller. But we encourage brand owners to come on board. You should be able to take over and win the buy box because you should essentially be able to be more price effective. And if there is something going on that is infringing upon your brand or that is fraudulent activity, you can certainly make that known to us and we'll investigate it. But we are definitely not going to essentially act as a e-commerce police force
Gotcha.
for taking down sellers. Yeah.
So a question here from Marie, do you have to use the fulfillment center or can the business do the shipping?
No, we encourage businesses to do the shipping. And actually, as of right now, that is all that's available to net new customers or net new sellers coming onto the platform. WFS is only available to our existing sellers right now. And so we encourage our sellers to do their own fulfillment.
Gotcha. So this might help answer part of this question, but Janice asked, does Walmart maintain physical custody of the products in the marketplace?
No.
Okay. So a seller who does their own fulfillment, do they still need a UPC code?
Yes.
There you go. Well, those are the simple ones.
I mean, I could give you more, but I think that basically sums it up.
So here's an interesting question, which I think we know the answer to here based on the kind of the things that we're laying out here, that are the prerequisites to sell on Walmart.com. But we're hosting a virtual flea market. Can this also help us? So I would assume likely, yeah, virtual. I would assume probably.
restrictions on certain product categories on condition. So that would definitely be a tricky one. I honestly, it goes category by category. So I'd have to do some digging to follow up and see exactly which categories we're allowing not new products in at this time. It's changed quite a bit.
Gotcha. Here's another question for Nick regarding Ecom-Dash. Will you also put products on Amazon and eBay as well?
Yes. So yes, we integrate with all the major marketplaces, including Amazon and eBay, Etsy, Newegg, Jet.com, and obviously all the major shopping carts like WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Shopify. Yes, yeah, we'll manage all that. We currently have over 50 different e-commerce integrations available.
Excellent. Do you guys work with products that require, this is for Walmart Marketplace, do you work with products that require refrigeration at all?
Not right now. So as from the standpoint of everything has to be shelf stable, but I think there's a possibility for that to change in the future. So I'd say that's another thing to definitely, it's something we're exploring because grocery is just such a big piece of our growth in our business. So I think that is to come here shortly, but not right now.
Gotcha. Is there a particular company size limit that Walmart is looking for?
No, I mean, we are looking for, large strategic partners. We're looking for small to medium businesses. We really believe that, small to medium businesses are really important to having the right assortment that our customers need. And we also want to be a place during this unique time where people can diversify and reach more customers. And we want to help those businesses thrive.
Gotcha. What about sales tax? How does Walmart handle sales tax for 3P sellers? Is the question from Zenon.
Yeah, so you manage your tax settings in the Seller Center portal, and so you'll have the ability to set that up. And really, it's going to vary slightly for every seller depending on your specific business, but you'll have the ability to set that all up and manage it should something change from your Seller Center account.
Gotcha. This might be a question for the both of you, but if we already have a Shopify account, can we link that account to Walmart Marketplace?
Yeah, so via Ecom-Dash, we can connect both your Walmart Marketplace and Shopify. So, if something sells on Shopify, we'll update that inventory quantity on Walmart. Or if you wanted to take one of your Walmart listings and push that over to Shopify, we'll do that as well. So yes, with Ecom-Dash, it's definitely possible. You can connect an unlimited amount of, online sales channels as much as you want.
Excellent. Let's see. This is a question from Bill. Is there a way to limit geographically the reach of the product?
I can take that one. Yes. You're kind of, as I alluded to earlier, you're able to set up at the individual SKU level down to a region level where you want the product to be visible. So only the customers that put in their zip code or their location on the browser will see those products in those areas. So we have about 141 different regions that are available right now that are mapped via zip codes. And you also have the ability to do it at the state level. So there's a lot of granularity there that sellers can take advantage of to maximize their reach and customize who they want to sell to.
Thanks, Sid. So here's a question from Trang. So the Walmart Fulfillment Services Program allows sellers to send the inventory directly to Walmart. So they would process orders, fulfill them, and ship them out directly to customers, right? I think what we're hearing is that's somewhat true or not true?
Yeah,
that is true.
absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so would Walmart also handle refunds directly too?
So Sid, are we handling returns through WFS currently?
I'll have to check on that one. I'm not particular, not 100%, so I don't want to answer that here but we can follow up for that particular seller.
Gotcha. Here's an interesting question from Jillian. How would the system work with private labels, private label items that do not have UPCs listed on the open market? So she's saying she does have UPCs on her products, but since they're not sold in stores, they're not in most systems.
So are they GS? If they're GS1, we'd still be able to utilize them, as long as they're GS1 certified. I don't know if that answers your question specifically, but I think that should cover it.
Gotcha. Here's a question from Rebecca. Are there any resources out there or anything that explains what is needed for integration? Our IT EDI department has asked to see this before we choose a third-party provider. So I guess that's a question maybe for both of Ecom-Dash and Walmart.
Yeah, you can access. Sorry, Nick, do you want to go ahead?
No, go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Yeah, totally. We have the ability you can access like our API documentation on our seller help page, which will help you like understand a little bit more about our APIs and the connections, and you can share that with your IT team. And I think, Nick, you could probably talk to the integration as it pertains specifically through Ecom-Dash.
Yep. So we also have our own API. So if you wanted to integrate to just Ecom-Dash's API, then via Ecom-Dash you could link to Walmart, to Shopify, to Etsy, to any other marketplace. So instead of your development team having to build 5 integrations, you could build one integration to our API, and then we would connect to all those other marketplaces and funnel all the orders and route all those orders back to you as us essentially acting as the middleman.
Excellent. So Janice has a question here. She says, I'm a small retailer. Is there a minimum inventory size to maintain on the marketplace?
No, there's no minimums, no minimum requirement. I mean, we ask that you list as many products as you can so that you're really casting a wide net to reach a diverse audience. And I think people are typically surprised that, what's something that maybe is a bestseller for them in their store or on another marketplace, it might be different on Walmart. So we just encourage you to be aggressive and list as many products as you can, but there is no requirements.
Interesting question here from Karina. Do you offer BI to vendors so we know how our products are moving comparing with competitors?
I mean, I think through Ecom-Dash, I mean, Nick, do you want to speak to like kind of some of the reporting that you guys provide?
Yeah, I guess, well, I mean, through Ecom-Dash, obviously, you can see everything that's selling on which platform, your profit, associated with that. Obviously, we have a lot of advanced reporting. But I think maybe Alicia, he was asking, I guess, in compared to other people selling the same or similar products on Walmart, would they be able to get visibility into that? Maybe that's kind of how I understood the question.
Okay, so I would say I don't know if I'm maybe fully understanding the question, but we aren't sharing like proprietary sales data about other sellers' performances. So especially we wouldn't share data about how your products are performing with another seller. So I don't think that is something that we'll be making public or that you'll have access to.
Here's a question here from Ruth. Can we sell face mask covers that are handmade?
So the face mask category is a gated category that we are being very specific about what products are going to be sold, just because of the nature of everything that is going on right now with the pandemic. I don't believe that we allow handmade products in that category to make it through the gates at this time. I guess that's something that could change, but right now we're really looking for. We're looking for a great assortment from the standpoint of fabric masks, other face coverings, masks that are approved by the CDC or the FDA, things of that nature. But I don't believe that handmade is allowed within the gate currently.
Gotcha. Is there a source for seller help? Is there either a contact number or are there any reps that work with sellers?
Yeah, so we have a team that works with sellers to help them get on board. We have a team that works on technical onboarding to help sellers work through the onboarding process. And we do have also seller help, which is the ability to send an email or open a ticket and contact our support team. So we have a number of different teams working to help sellers get live and then, to have their products listed and have some success.
Gotcha. So we mentioned, Alicia, you mentioned a little earlier that there were food items or refrigerated items need to be shelf stable. Are there any other restrictions or qualifications to sell food related items?
Not that I know of. Sid, do you know of any other qualifications? I mean, we definitely have qualifications around, expiration dates and supplements and things of that nature, but
Correct.
nothing
Yeah.
other specific.
There's it's kind of what you mentioned. The requirements are that it should be shelf stable, and from an expiration standpoint, as long as the seller is able to guarantee that the items that the customer receive are not expired, that should work. And a lot of sellers are able to manage that inventory through either their own fulfillment or if they work with the 3PL to make sure that the items that are getting shipped out are getting shipped out first in, last out. So there are ways, and sellers are successfully doing that. The other question I saw on there was around specific items that are maybe that don't have a UPC code or from restaurants that you're manufacturing yourself. Those are probably a little trickier. But shelf-stable items with a UPC code, those can easily be handled by our system.
Gotcha. I have a question here from Bonita, who says, we sell impression perfumes. Do you offer discounted shipping so that we can offer free shipping to the customers? And then also, can we ship perfume via ground or parcel post due to restrictions? We cannot offer 2-day delivery. Can we still sell on the Walmart marketplace?
Yeah, you can still sell on the Walmart marketplace, and we do have a partnership with FedEx so that you can take advantage of some discounted rates. But 2-day is a nice to have, not a need to have. So you can still be a seller and not participate in the program.
Gotcha. I'm not sure if this question is a little too specific for our purposes here today, but Sanjay is asking, in terms of what should they choose with the question on getting set up here, like what is the preferred tax classification for your company?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that specifically without knowing more about your company.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
There's a question from Kaya. For the UPC, does it have to be GS1?
We prefer GS1. I think there's probably situations where we'll accept other UPC codes, but GS1 I know is the preferred.
Gotcha. Can we use Walmart Marketplace without ecomdash? I think.
Yes. I think it's easier if you utilize a partner, but yeah, you can. Absolutely.
So I know this is probably a service that you guys don't already offer potentially, but a question here from Eric is, will the Walmart Marketplace offer consumer insurance services like home, life, auto?
I think, we're exploring the possibility of rolling out services here in the future. So I think it's not outside of the realm of possibility, but we don't currently.
Here's another question about the types of products that you can sell. Like, can you sell a subscription service on the Walmart Marketplace?
No, not currently.
I have a question from Scott. We are in Alaska. Will this affect shipping?
No.
Very good. Are there any?
One quick caveat on that one. So for Alaska and Hawaii, again, sellers can sell from there, but it's they have to be aware of the shipping requirements, because a lot of fulfillment services count the 48 states for 2-day shipping and a lot of other priority fulfillment options. So Alaska would be a separate rate and everything else. So something to keep in mind.
Gotcha. Fred asks, are there any reselling opportunities such as books, DVDs, CDs, etc.?
So we do have a refurbished program for cell phones, but we are not targeting like a resale program for other products at this time.
So here's a question from Sherilyn. I've heard that Walmart has a pretty intensive screen interview process for their in-store product partners, including, for their in-store products. Is this true, and is it different for the online process?
So yes, it is a pretty rigorous process to get in store, and we do a thorough vetting process for e-commerce. It's different because we're looking for different things from an in-store scale to our e-commerce business. So I guess there's a vetting process for both, and they are different. I would say it's probably safe to say it's a little bit easier for the e-commerce business.
Question here from Janice. How does a seller receive payment for their products?
So we have payment partners with Payoneer, so you can register for a Payoneer account, also PayPal Hyperwallet, and you get your disbursements biweekly.
Excellent. If you want to use Walmart fulfillment to ship the products, is that possible?
So right now we're not rolling out Walmart fulfillment services for net new partners, but you can come on board, be selling for a couple of months. We'll intake some data, and you can apply for WFS, and then we'll evaluate your application once we've got some selling history on file.
Gotcha. Here's a question. Who can edit the description page? Is it the Walmart retail team or 3P seller who listed the product, or every 3P sellers can edit?
So it depends. So Walmart can edit the page, a seller can edit the page. And so we're working on a process to be able to change ownership of a page to brand owners specifically. And that's something that'll be rolling out here shortly.
I have a question here from Adrian. Can I sell guitars on the marketplace? I do not recall seeing guitars on Walmart Marketplace site. Also, is the 2-day shipping discounted for the seller?
So yes, you can sell guitars. We actually have a really healthy musical instrument business on the e-commerce site, and the 2-day shipping, we have a partnership again with FedEx Advantage, so you can utilize that to reduce the cost of your shipping.
Gotcha. Nick, here's one for you from Kenny. Can you choose to use ecomdash for Walmart Marketplace, but not necessarily our other online stores?
Sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, the value for ecomdash is really when you're managing multiple channels. So you're not having to log into different, seller accounts. But if you wanted to manage just your Walmart one on ecomdash, you certainly could. But to some degree, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, because candidly, you could go in like your Walmart seller portal and manage everything from within there. The value of ecomdash is really when you're selling on primarily like one, and then you're thinking about going to multiple channels, or you're already selling on 2 or 3 or multiple channels, then that's where the value really comes in. But the short answer is yes, you certainly can.
Gotcha. Here's a question for maybe the both of you, and we'll start with you, Alicia, on this one. But does Walmart allow products that are drop shipped to be sold on its marketplace? And if yes, is ecomdash still capable of managing the inventory?
So you can there's different ways to sell on Walmart. You can be a dropship vendor, or you can have a marketplace account where you are essentially shipping directly to the consumer. So, and Nick, I'll let you speak for.
Well, Well, I guess first, Alicia, I think he might want to know, like, if he's drop shipping, meaning if he's ordering items from a drop shipper, is he able to list those items directly on Walmart through his Walmart account?
So if he's ordering items from a drop shipper, is he? No, you need to have the ability to ship directly to the consumer. So from your own fulfillment.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess from our side, we have lots of, I guess, Ecom-Dash does support drop shipping. We integrate we have lots of customers that we directly integrate with their drop shippers, so we're able to pull in the listings from the items from the drop shipper, list those out, route the orders back to your drop shipper. We integrate with dozens of different drop ship suppliers, so it's possible on Ecom-Dash from Ecom-Dash's perspective.
Gotcha. Nick, does Ecom-Dash integrate with the big commerce platform as well?
Big Commerce, yes. Yep, we integrate with them.
Yes. Excellent. All right, so I want to get us to the tail end of our questions here. Thank you, everybody, for sending these questions in. These have been great. Alicia, could you maybe tell us a little bit more about order management, just in terms of dealing with like returns, refunds, and disputes?
And when you say tell you a little bit more about it, like what specifically is there?
That's what I have. I would think is how do those typically get processed?
Yeah, I mean, so it's all managed through your Seller Center account. However, if you're utilizing Ecom-Dash, then it's obviously all going to come in aggregated to from all of your different channels aggregated together. We've extended our disputes for due to the impact of COVID, so you have longer or more time to deal with those disputes. But I mean, managing everything from your returns, your feeds, all happens through the Seller Center site. I don't think I'm answering your question sufficiently, but I if you could be a little more specific, I might be able to be more helpful.
All right, we'll see if something comes in for that. Is there, well, actually, here's a good question. This is a question from John. Are there any products or product categories that aren't a good match for WFS, like niche products such as aftermarket heavy-duty trucking equipment, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think large, bulky products are not the priority for WFS right now. I think they're, looking for a wide variety of products that are going to have a lot of demand and the ability to move through inventory within their warehouse. So large, bulky products is definitely a not the best fit for WFS.
Gotcha. All right, I've got 3 more questions here to wrap us up. Again, I want to thank you both for spending the time here with us today. This has been fantastic. A question from Raphael is, can we sell in Puerto Rico?
Sid, do you know the answer to that?
Not 100% sure on that one. I think it's just the 48 states, Hawaii, Alaska right now.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, that is what I thought as well. So I think the answer is no.
Gotcha. And a question from Angelica, is there an option to audit inventory between Walmart and Ecom-Dash?
Yes, that is definitely possible.
Excellent. And then Nick, to close us out here, a question from Ronnie about what are the fees for Ecom-Dash?
So we charge based on the number of orders that we process in a month for you. So up to 100 orders per month, it's $60. And then our pricing goes all the way up to $350 per month for 10,000 orders. But there's no setup fees, there's no initiation fees. It's month to month, you can cancel at any time, but the pricing starts at $60 a month. But we do have right now, if you follow the link to the webpage with Constant Contact, right now we are offering 50% off your first 4 months if you're a Constant Contact customer. So $30 for your first 4 months.
Amazing,
Wow.
Thank you. Nick, Alicia, and Sid back there as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. You answered a lot of really great questions here for our audience. I really appreciate that. Thank you all for spending some time with us today. I hope we were able to answer your questions. I did want to let everybody on the line know, and if Steph in the back there, you could share a link for us. Next week, Thursday, May 21st at 2 p.m., we'll be continuing our kind of ecom dash, or I should say e-commerce kind of series here. We'll be talking about how to start selling with Google Shopping Actions. So if we could share the link to that, please do join us for that. Again, Nick, Alicia, Sid as well, thank you so much for answering questions with us here today. We appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.